Don't be shy. Just like we used to. Come on. Keep up. Sorry. Did I wake you up? Today's Mommy's birthday. It's also the anniversary of when we first met.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. I'm your host, CenterStrain01. It is time to continue on with our Death Stranding walkthrough. Sorry for not being here a few days, but I had to work for the Army. Obviously, Veterans Day weekend is a very, very busy time for us in the military. So for those of you out there, no matter what country you're from, and if you have served, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, because I know exactly what it takes in order to be able to risk your life and to do something like that. And I can't thank you enough for doing the same for your country or for wherever you are in the world. So thank you. So we can finally continue on. So we got another long video for you guys. We got a main mission here. We got a pizza delivery and this one, but we're going to skip the pizza delivery because you can't really do it just yet with what we have. We got to wait just a little bit. But next mission up is number 24, which is the prototype bot delivery.
The autonomous delivery bots are bipedal machines designed to operate within the Cairo network service area. They deliver cargo via a predetermined route dictated by the network. Now you're to bring the bot prototype to Lake Knot City's southern distro center. When you arrive, connect the center to the Cairo network and test the bot to make sure it's functioning properly. We've prepped a prototype bot for transport. Now you'll need to take it to the distro center south of Lake Knot City. If these autonomous delivery bots prove reliable, they could revolutionize our supplies distribution network. A lot's riding on this, so be careful out
there. All right. As far as what we need, I mean, there's not really anything we need right now. We'll get some boots here in a little bit. I think we're ready to go. Perfect. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the game so far. It's been my pleasure to bring it to you.
Order assigned.
Hopefully I've been able to really
Have a pleasant journey.
show how great this game really is. So hopefully you guys have gotten something from it. We finally got some roads that we can take now that we've built that road.
Keep on keeping on. Have a pleasant journey. Weapons restrictions lifted.
All right, looks like you can go pretty fast here. Nice. look just how beautiful all of this is, you know? Sometimes you gotta stop and smell the roses. Oh, you can go off a side direction too. Let me go ahead and set it up. If you wait till you hear the click, and then you hit square, then you can go. It looks like we got some water. A shout in the dark. Alright, so we got to figure out how we're going to get over there. I mean, clearly it looks like the only way to do it is to, I guess, have a little bit of a jump. That's the only way I can think of. Not really seeing any other way without. There we go. It can be really tough to actually, you know, drive with all the rocks around because you hit them, you stop, and it can be really tough. But we managed to get through it.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons contaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Okay.
You're Sam Porter then? Been expecting you. We were told you'd help with the vault testing too. But before we get to that, let's see how she's doing. Pretty as a picture. Got nothing bad to say. These bots aren't designed to operate outside the network service area. So let's get the distro center linked up already.
All right, we got bridge boots level 2 now.
And there it is. I'll start prepping for the tests. You sit tight and wait for HQ to ring.
Much obliged, Sam. Now the bots can enter the final phase of testing. I designed them myself, you know. My hope is that they'll lighten the load a little bit. Unlike human porters, if one goes down, it won't cause a void out. Before the Death Stranding, scientists used to fret over the singularity, the possibility that someone might create an AI smarter than any human. But it never happened. Machines don't cause void outs. They can't die. They don't have beaches. No matter how far they come, machines will never understand death like we do. And because of that, they'll never truly surpass us. Get on the delivery terminal. I'll walk you through how to use the bots. And don't worry, I'll keep an eye on things from over here.
All right, standard orders bot
These autonomous
deliverable.
delivery bots are designed to process some orders for you. Simple, run-of-the-mill orders only. Take a look at what's available. Cargo transported by a bot is liable to get a little roughed up if the road's poor. On the flip side, a bot traveling on a well-maintained road is more likely to deliver cargo in better shape. Also faster, in case it wasn't obvious. Keep that in mind when sending them out.
Gotcha. All right, so we're actually delivering this to the Elder. Less than 50% damage, quality 1 or more. Let's do it. Of course, it's got that Metal Gear Solid 4 bot going around. That's great. That's awesome. Metal Gear?
Now we wait for the delivery bot to reach its destination. As of today, there's just one, but if the test succeeds, we'll move ahead with mass production. Then you'll be able to dispatch them yourself. Oh, seems I misspoke. We managed to slap together another delivery bot for field testing. You can decide how to use this one. Sorry, baby's fussing again. Thanks, Sam. We'll talk later.
Good work, Sam. These autonomous delivery bots will benefit everyone, from folks in cities and way stations to preppers out in the back and beyond. But you must be exhausted. Why not take a break? I bet your BB could probably use one too. Head for the private room. Go on.
Your work is great.
Sorry, didn't mean to startle you. You were sleeping when I dropped by. Thanks for the shower.
Right. Look, I gotta ask. I've been hearing things about you.
She's in bed with terrorists. Don't trust her. She's just another dumbass Higgs fucked over. She's a goddamn hero, that woman. Tell me, Sam, what does America mean to you? Way my dad made it sound, we were something special. The glue that held it all together. More than a nation. A symbol of freedom and hope. We could bring it all back if we kept on making deliveries and connecting people. He was sure of it. I was a wreck after he died. That's when Higgs made his pitch. Together, we can run packages from sea to shining sea. Back then, he had a monopoly west of here. We both stood to gain a lot from a partnership. Business was pretty good at first. But then, a year ago, when those fanatics started stirring up trouble, fuckers hijacked our system. Somehow, they got a hold of our security passes and used them to sneak into cities. And just like that, we're delivering guns and bombs instead of medicine, and I didn't even know. We were just cogs in a terrorist machine. Higgs was behind it all. And on top of that, he got his hands on an old-school nuke that I ended up carrying right into Middle Knot City.
You telling me that?
Yeah. It was me. I blew it up. Could have been different if I wasn't so fucking blind. So I did everything in my power to stop South Knot City from getting destroyed. I tried to get the nuke out of the city. But Higgs was one step ahead. He took his pound of flesh and then some. Some wounds. They don't heal. Whatever time I've got left, the rain took. So there you have it. Everything's true. Except for all the lies. I don't give a damn about bridges or putting America back together. But I'm not about to let Higgs and some terrorists take my father's legacy and shit all over it. That's why I came to you. So, trust me now? I'll be there for you, Sam. All you have to do is call.
Hey, Sam, those new sites you've brought into the network have helped us to restore more of our archives. Unfortunately, I still haven't managed to dig up anything about the BB's origins. And I'm completely locked out of BB-28's service record. If I could at least access that, I might be able to tell you why you've been experiencing those strange episodes. Well, I'll keep at it. You do the same.
All right.
Sam, check the terminal for available orders.
Story's getting really good.
Higgs set Fragile up, huh?
Eavesdropping again.
It's all in your cuff logs. And with the aid of the Cairo network, we were able to restore Middle Knot City's regional archives. The records corroborate her story.
Don't need you to tell me what's true and what ain't. I could hear it in her voice. Son of a bitch fucked her over good.
No reservations about working with her then, I hope.
Good news, Sam. The bot you sent out made it to its destination. The test was a success. Got another one prepped for you to use. Take you with my thanks.
One more thing, Sam. A new delivery type has been added to the terminal. Your hard work's getting noticed. Because of that, there's been some talk of offering a premium service. Now, it might seem like a hassle to willingly take on extra restrictions, but if you succeed, you'll boost your rep even more. So, if someone asks you to deliver within a time limit, you could counter it by setting the limit even lower, thereby earning yourself a better evaluation if successful. Now, if you're feeling up for a challenge, give it a try.
All right. Standard orders can be assigned to the bots. One order can be assigned to each bot. If all bots already have orders, I don't know how many bots I actually have right now. I guess I just have one. So let's think about this. What do we got? We got more to the Elder. We got to the Craftsman, or we got to the Engineer. Now we got both the Engineer and the Craftsman on our side, but we did not get the Elder on our side. Even though, man, way more likes. But I haven't found a thing that says likes is too important when it comes to some of this stuff. I feel like I want to get the Elder guy a little bit better with us. Maybe that'll help him. I don't know if it will or not, but that's what we're going for. I love that. It's so hilarious. All right, so we have got our main mission. Corellium gauge delivery from the weather station. Ooh. So it looks like it's going to be quite a bit of distance away. But it doesn't look like we're going to be able to use a vehicle if we're going to be heading up a mountain. Let's listen to the briefing.
Your objective is to head to the bridge's weather station and connect your Cupid. You'll also need to install a chiralium gauge.
The gauge will measure fluctuations in chiral density much more precisely. We'll be able to provide more accurate forecasts for timefall and other phenomena. Timefall and elevated chiralium levels have a strong correlation with BT activity. So, installing this gauge will help us to help you and others like you.
All right, well, we can get Bridges Boots level 2. So let's go ahead and do that. Might be a good idea to get an... I don't know if I have a ladder or not at this point. So it might be a good idea to get one. We've got 13, 14, so let's... We'll bring a ladder with us just in case. So now we have 2 things to get.
Sam, Sometimes other porters will return Bridges' vehicles to the garage. They're for everyone, so feel free to use them if you want.
All right, so it looks like we have a bike that we can take here. We have this bike, and we also have our bike. We're not going long range, so I'm actually going to take this one. And put that one in the garage. Yeah, perfect. I'm going to take it for as long as I can, which probably won't be that long.
Stand clear. Vehicle ready. Order assigned.
All right, it looks like we are headed up the mountain. So from where we are, I mean, let's just make it a straight shot and see where it takes us.
Have a pleasant journey. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Let's see what we have. I think we have a little bit on us right now. A little bit goes a long way. I mean, I don't want to give... Yeah, we might as well. Why not? That's what we're out here to do. Build bridges. Build roadways. Connect America. All right, so now we helped out a little bit. Yeah, as you can see, there's not really a lot of places to go here. It can be really tough to navigate during these little tiny areas. Alright, well, you know what that means. like we're going really slow for some reason. I mean, do we have a lot of weight on us? Only 56. I wonder why we're going really slow.
There we go.
You gotta love this game for just its beauty, you know? I mean, its beauty is truly, truly amazing. See, I don't like that. I don't like a little bit of red there. Someone, luckily enough, left a ladder up here. Nice of him. I think... No, I'm not going to take the risk. That's why that ladder's there. We do the right thing.
Today's a good day.
Give it a like. Nice. So we got some more likes or some more help from the auto paver. Can hold X to climb continuously.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Delivering cargo.
Hello. Sam Bridges, right? We've been expecting you. The gauge you brought is going to save a lot of lives. Let me do a quick inspection. Oh, wonderful. It's in perfect condition. Thank you.
Special hours can now be used at all UCA facilities. The weather station has increased.
Once you connect us to the network, we'll be able to share our measurements with everyone. You mind doing the honors?
PCC level 2. Floating carrier. And timefall shelters. Safe houses. Ooh, we've actually unlocked quite a bit.
I'm sure they told you, but this weather station was built before the Death Stranding. Bridges 1 came and fixed it up. Unfortunately, we lost contact with our weather satellites a while back. Interference from chiral clouds. So it's been tough to measure chiralium levels and predict timefall. But thanks to you, this weather station can finally function as intended. You made our jobs easier. Now let us do the same for you. We won't let you down, I promise. Take care.
I see you got the weather station back online. Excellent work, Sam. When a region is integrated into the chiral network, it's also brought closer to the beach, in a manner of speaking. There's a significant impact on chiralium levels, and measuring that impact is one of the Cupid's primary functions. The more we know, the more accurately we can determine where to expect timefall and when. Without the chiral network, we'd be left guessing. Oh, and thanks to your latest accomplishment, you can now review the weather forecast via your cufflinks. Check your map. You'll see. Ought to come in handy when you're planning routes. I'll keep an eye on the chiral density from right here in my lab. It's not too far from South Knot City. Keep processing those orders and you'll put that region on the grid soon enough. Good luck, Sam.
Good work, Sam. That's one more site on the grid. Keep it up and we'll be finished before you know it. The weather station's forecast should be visible to everyone on the chiral network now, yourself included. You can access them via your cufflinks. It could be useful when plotting your routes.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal or further. Delivering cargo.
All right, so we've got some materials. Let's do a little bit of sharing. We got some metals. Keep those. The bola gun. I'm gonna exchange these out because I want to actually use those. Yeah, because the container is so much damaged, we're gonna go ahead and turn these into this area and do our part.
Delivering cargo. Thank you for your continued support.
Okay, so we've got a timefall farm and the construction of a safe house. So we will listen to both briefings.
You're doing a great job, Sam. You've helped us expand the chiral network deep into the mountains. But our colleagues at the weather station still have it rough. And you know as well as anyone how treacherous the roads up there can get. They may be networked now, but they still need regular supply runs to survive. We'd like you to build a safe house nearby for other porters handling deliveries. There's a perfect spot about halfway up the mountain I've designated as the building site. If it turns out there isn't enough there for our needs after all, you'll have to come up with the rest on your own.
All right, so the only problem is I don't know exactly what it is that you need in order to do a safe house. So we're going to have to hope for the best, I guess. So let's go ahead and set that one and listen to the briefing of our wheat seed delivery.
Next on your agenda is a visit to a timefall farm. You're probably wondering how that works, since timefall ages and eventually kills living organisms. But in controlled amounts, timefall can be used to grow plants at record speed. We're not talking about double or triple cropping. The process can yield several years' worth of produce in a single 12-month cycle. A couple runs the farm. One used to be an environmental scientist. He left the city to experiment with timefall as a means to turn the desert soil of void-out craters into arable land. He's also done research into gene modification to create plants capable of withstanding the rapid growth. His work caught Amelie's eye when she and her group were heading west. A sprinkle of rain, a burst of growth, and if you cut the water off at just the right time, you've got a farm that functions more like a factory. Our recent advances in weather forecasting should allow him to plan ahead and produce even more food. We have some genetically modified wheat we need you to bring to him. Connect the Cupid while you're there.
Oops. See, sometimes it can be really hard, really weird to figure out, but this, which one? The wheat? This involves a lot of cargo. Completing on foot may prove to be difficult. Use of a floating carrier or vehicle is recommended. Accept the order regardless. Yes. So we're going to get one of those floating carriers, obviously.
We've added a timefall shelter option to your PCC. They're perfect for keeping you and your cargo dry until the weather improves.
Congratulations, Sam. Your PCC's leveled up, so to speak. It now has the capacity to produce more complex structures. I'll let Mama fill you in on the details.
Sam, I've added a safe house schematic to your PCC. It's a fairly large structure, so it'll take a lot of time and materials to build. But once complete, it's pretty much identical to a private room. Give it a shot.
Again, the only problem is, what do we need? 300 Cairo crystals and 2,400 special alloys. That's what we need.
A floating carrier is a kind of tractor car. Chiral crystals keep it suspended in midair, allowing it to move unimpeded over rough terrain. You can load one up with cargo and tow it to your destination with minimal effort. If one's not enough for your needs, you can hook it up to another and take two. Just keep in mind that carriers require a steady supply of chiral crystals to operate. Make sure you have enough to get where you need to go.
All right, so the floating carrier we're going to offload. The wheat seeds, let's just put it all on there and see what it does. And do the PCC we can carry on back. The special alloys, obviously, we're going to load all. That's looking kind of cray-cray. We'll see how that goes. All right, so I think that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and change those out. Boots level 1. I'm going to put in private locker. All right, does it say how many chiral I have? It doesn't say it, but it might be better to auto arrange. All right, I think we're good. Now, I've never used this before, so we'll see how it goes.
Thank you for your contribution.
All right, so how do we use this thing? Attach carrier. And we go.
Okay, Sam. Find your way to the building site. Use your map and compass if you don't remember the way. I'll contact you with additional instructions once you get close.
Okay, this is the closest, so we'll set our route there first. Well, this is weird, but most of this is going away as soon as we go to this point, though. Should be alright after that. You could really store a lot on there, though. I know it just looks ridiculous, but I think it's just so cool how all of these things are implemented, you know? Alright, slow down. I don't know what this thing can withstand, what we'll consider damage and all that, so not until I really figure all that out. Don't want to go too fast.
Alright, you've made it. Let's get that safe house built.
Alright, so we need level 2.
You good to go, Sam? First, equip your PCC and select Safe House.
Okay, PCC. Safe house.
Sam, you'll want to get those materials over to the safe house sooner rather than later.
All right. I like how I did that. Okay, you can repair complete. All right, so you see what we need. We need 316. We've got just enough chiral crystals. And we're good to go.
Thank you, Sam. This safe house will be a boon to countless others in the long run. I'm not just talking about the porters who'll use it as a stopover on the way to the weather station, but the people they help and the people they help. We're all connected to someone else, Sam. But you'll have the honor of being the first person to rest there.
Your work is greatly appreciated, Sam.
I love it so much. It's so much fun. And I know it might be, like I said, a little boring to watch, guys, but there are so many details, the time and effort that they put into this, you can clearly see. And you're supposed to get a little bit more than you normally do when you play a video game. And I can tell you right now, I'm getting so much more out of this. I feel like I'm learning things. I feel like I'm actually learning something by playing a video game. And you don't get to say that a lot. So it's a pretty cool feeling.
Complete. Thank you for your generosity.
All right, so I guess this is a good opportunity to take a shower. Now, just so you guys know, yes, you can actually skip all of these cutscenes. You don't have to sit there. I mean, there's a lot of them that play, but I've just been showing them to you because it adds more to the experience to actually watch them, in my opinion. But if you want to skip, yeah, you can skip them. But where's the fun in that? Have some fun.
You okay?
Cute little baby.
You okay?
All right, so as far as everything else, I think we're good to go. Yeah, because there wasn't really anything we needed from this private room. We get to see some more cinematics with our friendly neighborhood Cliff.
Fuck, idiot. Thinking you could keep us safe. Man like you. I put on that bet. Just you and me now, baby. That's all I got. I'll keep you safe. No matter what.
I mean, they're really well done. Great acting, I mean, just perfect. Okay, so I wanted to check out this map.
Weather forecasts can now be viewed via your cufflinks. Should come in handy when you're on the road. Sam, you can now submit upgrade requests for structures. If there's one you use a lot, you should definitely consider it.
Blue areas indicate time fall. The area indicates wind speed and direction. So it seems where we're headed, we're pretty safe. $10, 20 minutes from now, you can see that it all pretty much stays in that place. That's cool. All right, so we know that where we're going is relatively safe.
Predicting the weather is akin to predicting the future. Some animals have a kind of sixth sense that helps them to avoid danger, but we have something far better, the ability to gather data and act accordingly. Only humans possess this power to plan ahead. We have the capacity to live each day imagining what tomorrow will be like, and our imagination once gave rise to a rich, vibrant culture. But somewhere along the line, we lost sight of tomorrow. We reduced ourselves to animals, focused only on the here and now.
I mean, just stop and stare, you know? Look at this. It is so beautiful. That's like a bridge over there. Hey, a road was rebuilt. If only I had my actual gamer tag that I use, which is CenterStrain01. This gamer tag I have on PlayStation, which is Shop S-Mart, I had to use a while back because someone had accidentally used my CenterStrain01 before I could use it, and I was screwed because I always did CenterStrain. Okay, so as you can see, I am trying to stay on the outside of this area, because you can see right there is a no-go zone. But I might hit it anyways, so yeah. Now we just gotta kind of go. We'll get far enough out to where it'll be a little bit easier. As you can see, they're already running towards us. I think we're good. It seems like they cannot operate outside of where they scan. And clearly you had to go through that. There was just no way to get around it. Which is fine. But I always want to be smart about my encounters. I want to make sure that I set myself up for success. So when it requires us to stealth, we'll stealth. If we need to go right on through, we'll go right on through. And I know how much you guys love action, but don't worry, there's going to be plenty of action in this. Again, you guys know me. I'm a stealth player. I prefer to sneak around and to pretty much escape. I mean, I live for that type of challenge.
Bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Isn't this awesome, the way that he moves his hands as he's going through?
Sam is our man.
Wonder how many people actually just got into all-out conflict there because they couldn't figure out how to get around in time, or they didn't plan or study how to get around, you know?
Delivering cargo.
Thank you. Bridges has always been so good to us. Amelie was a dear friend in the early days. She saw the value in what we were doing and led the effort to get our farm up and running. We've been waiting a long time to join the chiral network.
Let's have a look at that wheat you brought, shall we?
Well, Albi, did you really bring us this much? How on earth did you manage? Oh, bless you.
Well, see, I can't really control these. I mean, as you can see, so there are going to be some, but it is not, it's a standard order. It's not actually a part of the main mission, but I really can't control the fact that I get to be there because it's an automated bot. So
By the way, you wouldn't happen to know Fragile, would you? If you see her, pass along a message for us.
yes, Adam Jensen.
Tell her, thanks for saving our hides. If she hadn't stepped up, South Knots and our farm would have been wiped off the face of the earth. She's a hero. And you can tell her I said so. Oh, right. The network. Think you can get us online?
So, Sam, you've been run down by mules after they pinged your cargo, right? Well, to help prevent that from happening again, we've upgraded your own cargo scanner. Say you're about to get pinged. If you time it right, you can return the favor and cancel out their pulse with your own. They'll be none the wiser, and you can carry on without worry. Timing is everything, though.
All right, so when they pulse out and you're inside their territory, immediately follow that up with a pulse, and then we can skip the whole them onto me every single time I cross their territory. That'll definitely come in handy.
Thank you. Now to start really using timefall to our advantage. Our farm will be a world first. Truth be told, we've got some test fields, but without the ability to predict timefall, the results have been less than stellar. The timefall around here was fairly regular, so we had a reasonable idea of when to plant and when to harvest. But then the terrorists went and threw everything out of whack. Too many dead, too many craters. Weather became impossible to predict. The network's forecast ought to help us get back on track, thank goodness. If all goes to plan, we'll be able to expand our operation and use timefall to cultivate whole swaths of land. We'll continue our genetic research too, of course, and see if we can't find a way to help develop a sustainable ecosystem. Hell, maybe we'll even stumble into some answers about the timefall while we're at it. We got our work cut out for us, but I'm up for the challenge. Thanks again, Sam. You've given us hope for a better tomorrow. I can't wait for the harvest.
That's the way, Sam. Halfway there. You can do it. Huh? Well, would you look at that? You've only just brought the Timefall farm into the network, and already we've got new orders. May as well make use of the return trip.
Good work. New order available.
Okay, so we got a mission back to the distribution center, okay? Now I'm trying to think. Clearly it seems like we might be able to make a beeline straight that way as opposed to going the opposite direction that we went last time. So I'd say we give it a shot. Let's create some new ground and try to head in a different direction than the same route that we took before. We've already got a floating carrier, so we do have a ladder on us as well. I don't think we need anything else at this point. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we got special beer. Oops.
Order assigned.
Don't mind me.
All right, so we got a long track. Try a new route out. What we're gonna do is, if you take a look at the map, you can see that we can get around if we actually go this way. And then from here, we can move over. Over into here, and then we'll stop from there. Now, I know it might seem ridiculous, but we're going to get out of mule territory as much as we can so that we can be as safe as possible.
You know, if you've got a floating carrier but no cargo worth mentioning, you might try hopping on it yourself.
Which I would do if we didn't have any cargo, but also you got to have hills. It's not like it has its own system to where it can go over things. No, you have to be rolling down a hill in order to use it. Remember, Kojima always said, there's always ways around things in this game, you know? You don't always have to get into conflict. You can figure out routes to get around BTs. But a lot of people, they don't have the patience and they want to just go straight through and hope for the best. Me? I want to plan. I want to do things the way I feel Sam would do it in these situations, and that's what I always try to do. I feel this is something that he would do. Now, if only I didn't have any, if I just had it on my back, it'd be really cool right now. Obviously, we can't use stuff like that with a floating carrier. And you can totally see that we are bypassing that completely, which is so amazing. I just love the game gives you the opportunity to do that. Battery. We knew it was going to happen. We were pretty low, unless we went out and actually right now and get a generator somewhere close by, which we don't have, as you can see. But if we keep going this way, it seems we'll be okay. I really don't think we need that. Another good thing to take a look at here while we're doing this is to make sure that we are staying clear. Actually, if we just had a beeline, pretty much we can... Now, we can also go that way. Do you see that? I see the mountains there. My only problem is the river. So let's say if I were to take the mountain route, could head up the side of the mountain, and then we still should be able to get there. We'll have to cross at some point, but there could be something up ahead that we can cross. But for now, we'll stick to above. Oops, I passed it right on up. It can be a little tough when you got this thing on your back. Now, right now, we can only go as fast as Sam would be able to go, since we don't have the power skeleton anymore. And we're going to take the opportunity right now, because we're getting pretty low. Now, of course, we could have went back the other way, but then where's the fun in going over the same routes over and over? No, we want to explore, so that's why we're going this way. Charting new territory, seeing what we can find. Keeps us out of BT territory as well. And we get some nice, beautiful vista shots here. Now, my only problem is that... Slow down. Alright, so we've got a little bit of a trouble here. We might drop a few things. Someone actually left a bike. I don't know, do you think? Let me see. So we're right next to the... We're right on the edge of BT territory. As you can see, we need to get right into there, but then we should be able to bike straight up. But then now it looks like we're going straight into it, from what I can tell. Before it wasn't there, but we've taken a little bit longer. And so we've got BTs to worry about. Let's slowly drop down just to make sure. I almost want to grab this bike, I really do. But with it being so rocky and the BTs are getting close, maybe too much risk. We might actually have to cross the river. Because the way that I'm looking, that waterfall we can't go straight up through, so we have to cross and then get over. Alright, well let's hope for the best. I'm sure there's going to be a way for you to be able to cross this. This is really our first challenge here. Alright, so obviously stay in the yellow as much as we can. Keep an eye on your stuff here. Remember the BB is getting drowned right now, so that once we get out we got to do a little BB maintenance. Oh, I screwed up. I screwed that one up, but luckily I'm steering myself towards this and we can stand back up. All right. One thing you got to make a mental note of, everybody, is your grip meter needs to be careful. Don't forget to let go. Oh, crap. Luckily, I don't really have anything on me right now. This is actually kind of tough. Got to keep stayed grip, and then we should be able to make it. Keep the grip, but let go. Got to do a little finger maintenance here. It's constantly pushing you in the other direction. Yep, and it just let me go. Even though it's yellow, it still let me go. Won't let me do it. I don't know if I have too much weight keeping me back with everything that I have on me right now. That is a little tough. I don't know if it's actually possible for us to be able to do it. Not with all the weight that we have on our in our floating carrier. That's the biggest problem. Maybe a little bit downstream it's not as bad as it is right here. That's going to be my only guess. So let's try to move up a little bit this way. Get some more canteen in us. Seems like over here it might be a little bit easier because the current isn't as strong. All right, let's go. Let's do it. I think we're going to try right here. What is making me do this? Oh, I think I've actually figured it out. What makes it really tough is the finger ninja moves that you have to do in order to be able to do that. There we go. We found our spot. A little bit at a time. It's got to be like slow pace. You can only move for so long before you have to literally stop. Almost back.
Drink something, dumbass.
Yep, we were just waiting until we got over here. That way we don't lose our grip. All right. We actually made it, ladies and gents. I'm so sorry about that, but, you know, first time really crossing a river of this sort. So now that I've kind of got it under my hands a little bit, and I can see what I need to do in order to overcome some of the things, I think we should be good from now on when we have these type of obstacles in our way. You have to learn from mistakes you make early in the game, and that is how you get better. Just like with stealth.
Well, at least I'm getting my steps in.
It's just so beautiful. Seems like our cart's okay for the time being. Whoa, 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 what is down there? Fragile Express. We just found something. Cosplayer.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID.
Wow, we've got no deliveries or anything like that that you can actually do here. But this is probably a place that we're going to have to go at some point. So I think that's pretty cool.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
All right, you hear that sound? You know what's coming up? Yep, we're going to be going right through some BT territory. There's not a lot, so just be careful.
Disgusting.
Not a bad idea to go ahead and eat some more as well. We have a lot.
So bad.
There we go. Seems like we got something up there.
Disgusting.
What is that, by the way? It's an auto paver. Doesn't really want us to get by that. Look at that. Let's see if we can put anything into it. Even though there's nothing in there, a little bit helps. All right, so what do we got? We do need ceramics, so let's go ahead and put everything that we can in there. A little bit, and some Cairo crystals. Probably not everything. We'll put 150. We did what we could. We helped out, and we hope that others will be able to do the same. That's the whole point of the game. Well, remember, this isn't a normal order, so it's not like if it gets ruined, it's fine. It's just a standard order, or number 229. I can't tell what the damage is just yet. Let's see. I know it's starting to get there. All right, so no damage to that yet, but we're getting close. We're almost there. Yeah, he's still got so much on him without that, without building a generator. It makes it a lot slower. But we're getting there. Picking up Cairo crystals, which are always good. All right, so we had a little bit of music playing there. Talk about a long track. That's crazy. But we have made it back finally. Obviously, we're going to upgrade our suit and do all that kind of stuff to make sure that we have a better battery here. And as you can see, we've ruined a little bit of our stamina. The road's almost built. What else do we need? Whoa. Still quite a bit of stuff, but we're getting there. I'm gonna go ahead and stand here.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Weapons restrictions lifted. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Definitely need to do some resting after this.
All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo
That was
verified.
one heck of a trek back.
Decontaminating suit. Rest is advised.
All right, we upgrade a little bit. Skilled mover now.
So you made it. Looks good as new. My hat's off to you. Well, take care of yourself.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Do you see how he just fell? That's great. His stamina. See, these are things that I'm so glad happened because I want to see them happen because I want to know what I need to do for these things. And I think it's so cool. Obviously, our stamina was really, really drained from that long trek that we just went on. And we've got a lot of it blocked out, which means we are going to need to take a little bit of a rest.
All right. No rest for the wicked.
That's hilarious. All right. Got some bot ones. It's probably best to take them by the roadway. Yeah, we don't have a roadway there, so that's going to be pretty hard. Probably not going to be in good shape by the time it gets there. I would say the roadway is going to be one of the better ones, so we're going to take the resins and alloy there. All there's none available. To make a bot, either cancel an active autonomous delivery or wait for an order to be completed. So that must mean one is still dispatched right now. Okay, gotcha. All right, so we've got one to film director. And we have got one to junk dealer, which they're both kind of going in the same direction. So I guess we'll go junk dealer first.
Heads up, Sam. This junk dealer's probably going to give you a hard time. He's got a rep for demanding the impossible and lodging complaints when folks don't come through. As usual, he wants a bunch of scrap, and he wants it ASAP, for whatever reason. According to Fragile's records, he's nothing but trouble. Doubt he'll treat you any better than he treated her. But I want you to do your best for him, regardless. If you're gonna meet his deadline, you'll have to move fast. But don't take unnecessary risks and endanger yourself or your cargo. Oh, and if you're wondering why we don't just tell this guy to go to hell, we can't. Fact is, we need his shelter if we're going to push ahead with expanding the network. So, we've got to get on his good side. Easier said than done, considering how little interest he's shown in joining the UCA. But be nice, and if nothing else, try to get him to contract with us.
All right, so let me see if there's anything that I think that we would need. I want the gold. Better battery, better everything. Okay, so we got a 45 minutes time limit. So let's go ahead and get our... Oops. There we go. I'm pretty sure the time limit is... Which one is the time limit, actually? Let me make sure. Urgent junk dealer. All right. Perfect.
Sam, it's Fragile. Though he calls himself a junk dealer now, your client used to work in comms as a repairman. Could fix anything, from simple wireless terminals to integral parts of the civic network. He was a good man, a pleasure to deal with. But after the attack near South Knot City, he changed. Not that I blame him. We gave him plenty of reason to distrust us.
I know I'm looking here and I'm seeing a lot of... Yeah, I'm going to say that's a no. I got to go along the side, but that sucks because we're going to hit that. All right, get ready.
Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Delivering cargo.
Long time gone, my girl. All because of some terrorist nutjobs and their buddies at Fragile fucking Express. Not to mention the Bridges assholes who had to go and kick the hornet's nest. Whatever. Let's see the goods. You make good time, like you're supposed to. That's your job, isn't it? As far as I'm concerned, all you porters are no better than terrorists. And nothing you say will convince me otherwise. So take your Cupid and fuck off.
Well, okay then. Something tells me that if we want to win him over, we need to figure out what really happened to that woman in the hologram. He seems to think she died in the attack. But we checked South Knot City's records, and there's no death certificate for a woman matching her description. Which is why I asked Fragile to look into it.
Hey, Sam. I was looking through my old client database on the off chance I might find our mystery woman. And wouldn't you know it, a pretty close match popped up. Facial and voice. She's still alive. Our junk dealer's grieving for nothing. I doubt he'll take our word for it, though. Hang on. He just posted another order. Probably just trying to push our buttons. May as well check the delivery terminal and see what he wants.
Good work. New order available.
Our favorite junk dealer is at it again. He wants us to scavenge scrap and other materials from ruins outside South Knot City. The order calls for no less than 60 kilos, but the more the better, he says. The ruins are part of an old section of South Knot that was destroyed in a terrorist attack. BT activity is still regularly confirmed. In short, he's asking you to risk your neck for a back-breaking heap of junk. Asshole. Make sure you're well prepared.
Order assigned.
All right, but before we do that, we're going to complete this order over here first.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Okay, this is going to be tough. Seems like it's doable. I mean, it's making it. I do want to be a little rather quickly.
Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Delivering cargo.
What do we have here? A delivery? For me?
Ha, Mr. Vaughn Roberts, right?
This is in great shape. Excellent work. The infamous chiral network. I'll agree to a trial run, but just of the network. UCA is a whole other matter. So you can connect me, yes? Well, okay. Go ahead then. Interesting. I'll think about joining the UCA at a later date. I have something for you. A token of my appreciation. Take it. I insist. So long, Sam Bridges. Thank you.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal or...
Let me see what the orders are. Not that. Hey, we'll do it. We'll have a little fun.
Deploying autonomous delivery bot.
I love that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go. We've got to get out of this rain.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Oh, I guess it's not raining anymore. Okay, where's our mission? Remember, we have BTs to mess with, so we need to be careful, of course. Looks like someone did build a safe house right there. Yeah, we are right in BT territory, so when we cross here, try to stay as much to the right as we can, which is going to be a problem. This is alright, there's literally a time fall right here. So why won't it let me? Because it's not built yet, that's why. And of course, we don't really have anything to do anything. We don't have 400 metals, so... Well, no, it should work. It just won't let us. It could be because our bike's right here. So let me... Yeah, it will not let us. Gotcha. Okay, so it won't let us do it when there's that much danger nearby. It's amazing how much different terrain there is. I think once we get past episode 3, I believe that the game is really going to start to open up. It's a little hard to see when you have this many things on you, you know? I think we got pretty much... How far away is that? It's like 184 meters. I think we're good. I think we got more than enough.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo
You may select partial delivery to submit required cargo currently in your possession and return with the remainder when convenient. Once the cargo submitted meets or exceeds requirements, you may designate the order complete at any time.
delivering cargo.
Shit! You actually managed to get the goods out of there? That takes balls. Well now, it's more than I asked for. Not bad.
Aha, we didn't get the yes. I probably should have went and picked that up. I don't know why I didn't. I thought that getting 80 is still 20 more than he asked for. I thought that that would be good enough, but it's all right.
You know, those ruins you went to wouldn't be ruins if Fragile hadn't fucked us over. Bridges, too. All that talk of rebuilding the country, it's just stirring folks up. My girl would still be alive if it wasn't for you people. She was there. When the terrorists tried to take out South Knot, she was already dead. Because of you.
He's wrong. She's in a shelter southeast of the ruins. Mind if I take over? If he's not coming outside, then it doesn't matter who he yells at over the wire. And I'm guessing he'll feel better taking it out on me.
Hey, Bridges. Fragile says my girl's alive. And I'm just supposed to believe her? After what she did? Hell no. You're gonna need to prove it. And there's only one way out. I'll give you something to take to this woman you found. She says it's hers. You bring her back here to me. Take this with you, too. It's a skeleton I made that improves stability and mobility. Threw together some of the parts I've got lying around. Just so we're clear, I'm only giving it to you because I want to make abso-fucking-lutely sure you complete this delivery. If my girl's still alive, then when she sees what you're carrying, she'll want you to bring her here. You do right by me. I'll do right by you.
Good work. New order available. Sam, the order's been posted. Take a look at the delivery terminal.
Sam needs a little bit of a rest. Like I said, the only problem is, you know, we really can't... We gotta get to an actual, safe house in order to be able to fully recharge, but we can finish this one thing here.
Hey, Sam. The junk dealer told me a little bit more about the order, and I figured you would want to hear it. After you complete the delivery, he wants you to bring his girl back to his shelter. People call her the chiral artist. She likes to use chiral matter in her work. Makes all kinds of things with it. Sculptures, paintings, clothing, jewelry. You'll be delivering one of her pieces, in fact. A chiral hourglass. To say it's fragile would be an understatement. But yeah, it's really freaking fragile. Treat it like a child. Be gentle. Got it? You need to carry it by hand and move slowly. Definitely no falling. Oh, and the dealer enclosed the message with the parcel. Make sure it gets to the girl.
According to the junk dealer, the chiral hourglass is extremely fragile. And that kind of cargo is best carried by hand.
That's a little something from the junk dealer. Sam, that active skeleton is built for speed. It's designed to augment muscle movement, enabling you to travel faster. There's even a boost function if you really need to hustle, but it'll eat up battery about as fast as you eat up the ground. To think he made a thing like that out of junk, talent like his shouldn't go to waste.
Well, I think has seen better days. So I don't think I can get in. I don't think I can get on my bike. So we're gonna hoof it. Seems like we need to. It wants us specifically to hoof it, I guess.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
It's not too far. Once we complete this mission, then I think we can get rid of all this stuff that we have finally. Because we couldn't give it to the network since he's not in the network, so we couldn't really put it anywhere. Oh, look at this. This is great. This is that new, the new feat we have. That's super fast. See, the thing is, I'm already holding L2, and I can't let go of L2. So even when I'm already holding R2, I have to hold it down the whole time. So once I try to balance myself, I can't balance my right side because I'm holding something.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified.
At least I'm getting my steps in.
Delivering cargo.
Are you with Fragile Express? No. You're a Bridges porter, aren't you? I'm not expecting a package. Oh, it's nothing dangerous, is it? Oh my lord. I never thought I'd see this again. Let me have a closer look. Oh, incredible. Not so much as a single scratch. I can't thank you enough. So, I'm on the one and only chiral network now. That's wonderful. I'm happy to be a part of the UCA. You'll drop by again, won't you?
Take me with you. Please. I have to see him again. I made this for him, you know. When the terrorists attacked, my mother and I barely escaped with our lives. I tried to find him afterwards. I did. I just didn't know where to look. But that's not why I stopped. My mother never liked him. She made that pretty clear. But I didn't think she'd go as far as to lie. So when she said that he died, I believed her. Until I heard that message. It's him. It's really him. I should never have given up. Deep down, I knew he was out there somewhere. But I couldn't leave my mother all alone. So I tried to make my peace with it. Only I couldn't. Not even if I wanted to. I was stuck in the past, unable to move on. Take me to him. I'm begging you. I'm ready to go. Right now, if you want. Just say you'll take me.
Very interesting.
That there's a handgun configured to fire hematic rounds. Bullets loaded with your own blood. Should do some damage to any BTs you come across. The gun draws blood from your body, or any bags on hand, to fill its cartridges when in use. Length of the trigger pull determines the amount loaded into the next round. Longer pulls mean more blood and more potential damage to the BT on the receiving end. Just don't drain yourself dry by accident, okay?
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to offload this. Okay. Now I'm going to place everything I pretty much have on me. There we go. So now I'm free.
As you know, you'll be transporting a living human being for a change. It goes without saying that any falls or heavy impacts sustained may result in injury to your client. So proceed with caution, now more than ever.
Load on the carrier.
I'll hold the hourglass. I don't want it to break.
Order assigned.
Yeah, I think I gotta get rid of all of them. There we go.
Keep on keeping on.
It's not far from here, I think. Look for the tarp. Where it bubbles up and spreads. That's how you can tell. It'll swallow you up if you let it. It's bottomless. Or so claim the folks who use these places to dispose of terrarium-contaminated waste. And bodies too. If you don't have time to burn them, there's always the tarp. Be careful.
Careful. Okay. Just had to skip the music, of course. And we're back. It has been one heck of a long video. We got some stuff done. Getting closer and closer to our destination. Guys, this is going to be a long series. It's probably going to go over the next couple of weeks. So from now on, I'll do very long videos for you guys. That way you can sit back and relax. I'll probably end up doing 1 or 2 videos a day if I'm going to do them at about 2 hours a piece. Any more than that, and I feel that, you know, it's a little too much. You won't be able to catch up, if you know what I mean. If I do more than 1 a day, I feel like you might not catch up if I did more than... If I did like 4 hours a day, that'd be a little too much.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Be careful.
Are you hurt? Thanks, Bridges. I can't believe you're alive.
That's my line, silly.
I thought you were dead.
My mom told me you were.
I kept it close. Always. But after the attack, it stopped working. I thought about fixing it, getting the sand flowing again. But it felt too much like moving on. Like forgetting you.
Well, now we can both move on. Together, you and me. If you're ready.
Of course.
The man I knew. Didn't peddle junk. He fixed things, made them like new again. Picking up the pieces and making the most of them. That's what I do best too. But this is one piece. We don't need. The only time that matters is the time I spend with you. So let's count the moments ourselves together. I'm asking you to marry me, dummy.
I will. I do. Yes.
One other thing.
What?
Don't hate Mom, please. Tell her this is what we want. Help her to understand and accept it. Because she needs us, and I need her.
All right. I'm pretty good at patching things up. Sorry, I was such an asshole. I treated you and Fragile like shit. I'm gonna try and make a fresh start with my girl. And though I can't do half of what you people do out there every day, I'm ready to pull my weight. If you need anything fixed, I'm your man. The UCA can count on me. It'll take some getting used to, but it's past time. We will join the UCA's network. I won't let you down. I swear.
We'll never forget you. Thank you. Whoa.
Sam, that whole region is connected to the Cairo network now. Head for the next area. To connect South Knot City, you'll need to make a delivery from Lake Knot City.
Huh? Not sure I follow. Why not just get them on the network? Let them print what they need.
Because you can't print everything. You do know that, right? Food, medicine, organic compounds, that blood of yours that's proven so effective against BTs? None of that can be sent via the network, only the old-fashioned way. The people of South Knot have been struggling ever since the last attack. Now, if they're to survive, they'll need all the supplies Lake Knot can spare. Head back there and pick up the order. By the way, sometimes you might find yourself traveling home empty-handed, right? Wasted trip, I say. Make the most out of it by making sure you've always got an order on your back. For instance, one just came in from the junk dealer. A joint request from him and the Cairo artist, looks like. I think it'd be in everyone's best interest if you took it on. Check the terminal for details.
Heads up, Sam. I'm detecting abnormal Cairo levels to the north of South Knot City. The numbers indicate heavy timefall in the area. It appears to be some kind of storm, but nothing like anything I've ever seen before. Though, truth be told, I can't actually see it either. The storm should be right outside my lab, but with the baby, I'm in no position to investigate. Doesn't seem to have done any real damage yet, but would you mind looking into it for me? Just be sure to keep your distance, all right?
All right. We don't have any, I guess. Okay. One's still out. I keep forgetting that. Distribution center prototype delivery. We know this, so looks like that's where we're heading back to.
For this run, you'll be carrying 2 prototypes, a vehicle motor and a backpack pouch. All the way to Lake Knot City's Southern Distro Center. They're the works of a certain junk dealer and his artist lady friend. Since these are both prototypes, they're not cleared for chiral printing. Not until Bridges has evaluated their potential. Can't help but appreciate the desire to help out. Who knows? Maybe you'll end up using their gear in the field. You can use those little darlings to stun your enemies and give yourself some breathing room. Just equip and toss. They'll trigger on contact. They deliver a shock that should incapacitate every living thing within the blast radius. Living only, though. They won't do you any good against BTs.
Alright, so we just need to get our stuff over to where we need to get it to. Alright, so the two things that I have, I'm going to go ahead and recycle here. There we go.
Delivering cargo. Thank you for your continued support.
All right, I think we're good. Anything else going to the distribution center? Old war footage. All right. Boy, that's a lot.
Thank you for your contribution.
Trying to think what we actually need. All right. So next up, let's do a little resting before we begin. If only we can drag with the bike, but we're going to take the bike. We're not going to do that. So what I'm going to do, give myself a little bit of a pick-me-up. Got a little bit of a ways to trek.
Time to go.
All right, so I'm going to put everything that's on the back of my cargo on my back. All right. Perfect. All right, now we're good. was kind of intense.
Battery's almost dead. Might as well make the most of this time.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons decontaminating soon. All for the bridges.
Come a long way, huh? Hope your cargo held up as well as you. Looking good. Looking good. Guess you were the right man for the job.
Ooh, cool. Legend of Legends.
So, here's stuff you brought. Motor and a pouch. They're not like our usual supplies. New designs, like you heard. To think a junk dealer made this. Heard he was a pro, but even so, it's impressive work. I'll notify HQ and try to expedite evaluations.
Hey, just got the evaluation results from the people at the distro center for those prototypes you dropped off. Looks like both caught their eye. The motor, for one, was impressive. They really couldn't believe it was made from scrap. It can be fitted to a modified truck and be ready to go in no time. They contracted the junk dealer straight away and got it added to the list of supplies that can be fabricated. They had good things to say about the pouch, too. Contract has already been made, and you'll find the pouch in your private room. If you want to customize your backpack, you'll need to drop by one anyway. Anyway, I hope you appreciate what those two did for you, and give this new gear a try.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
I like how it kind of makes you rest. We've been running on fumes for so long just because we've been trying to get these, you know, these done and these ready, right? And I'm telling you, man, I can feel his pain, what he's been doing, the sacrifices he's had to make just to get these things delivered, you know? It's crazy. Okay. Well, today we've been on one heck of an adventure, guys. I don't know if I don't know how much I cut out, just depending on, you know, making sure everything flows smoothly or not. But I recorded just about 3 hours or so of footage here, so hopefully you guys like the, I mean, massively super long video, because it just feels better to have longer videos for this game than it does for any other game that I normally do. It just kind of makes sense in this context. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the long videos. Let me know what you think. Do you want them to be a little shorter?
Good morning,
Do you want them to be longer? I mean, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Love you all. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you on the next one.
Sam.
Peace.
Don't know if you're aware, but you can customize your pack in your private room. Why not give it a try?